Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving on Highway 2000 North-South leg, and we are driving from Kingston to Ocho Rios. Now, to the right of the highway is some of the land that China Harbour Engineering Company got to build this highway. So, CHEC got 1,200 acres of land towards building this highway. So that deal has created a lot of discussion over the years as to why they were given the land. And then another piece of the land that they got is out by Miami Bay, and they are now ready to develop that land to build some residential units, and it's creating a lot of discussion again. So what happened was a French company was building this road, Highway 2000 North-South leg from Kingston to Ocho Rios. But they got into a lot of problems and the project stopped. And so China Harbour Engineering Company came along and said, we'll build a road, give us a 50-year concession. That means we'll collect toll on the road for 50 years to pay back for the building of the highway, and give us 1,200 acres of land beside the highway for us to develop. The government said okay and gave them the land, and the road was built. But the government said to CHEC, you have to develop the land within a certain time period or the land goes back to Jamaica. Remember, this was years ago before this massive development that's going on in Jamaica. I mean, everywhere you look in Jamaica now, something is being built. But it wasn't always like that. So now, CHEC is getting ready to build on the land. They've done up their plans, everything, and they are now waiting on NEPA approval, the environmental permits, etc., to start the construction. And then that has brought back up this entire discussion again. So guys, what do you think about China Harbour Engineering Company getting the land? Now, this is our take on it. China Harbour Engineering Company was not working in Jamaica. They had no project going on in Jamaica until that land deal. So if that deal is what it took to get CHEC here in Jamaica, then I say it was a good deal. Now remember, everywhere you look in Jamaica there is some sort of development now, but remember, it wasn't like that before. China Harbour Engineering Company is one of the top construction companies in the world. Now, when the first highway was being built, Highway 2000 East-West leg, China Harbour Engineering Company did not even bid on it. They were not interested. When the contract was actually given to a French company, and the final four companies, I don't think any of them were Chinese companies, because they had narrowed the bid down to 4. I don't think any of them were Chinese companies. So they just were not interested in Jamaica, or for whatever reason, they just didn't bid. And then they came along many years after, when this project had stalled at North-South Highway. Now, the French company built the East-West leg on Highway 2000 from Kingston to Sandy Bay, and they built the Portmore Expressway toll road. But still, when all that was going on, no China Harbour Engineering Company in Jamaica. So when the government, and it was the PNP government under Portia Simpson Miller, negotiated with China Harbour Engineering Company to take over the building of this road, I think it was a great deal, because it brought China Harbour Engineering Company to Jamaica, and that worked out well. Without that land deal, I don't think they would have come, because when they did the work, the projections and estimates for building the road, they said it's too expensive to build a road. It would take too long to make back the money. And so I guess the only incentive they really had was the land. So the government gave them the land and said, okay, do your thing, build the road. And they built the road, and they've been in Jamaica ever since. Every major road project in Jamaica, China Harbour Engineering Company has done. So I think it was an excellent deal. Excellent. Worked well. And other Chinese contractors are now in the island building. Other Chinese contractors have now come into the island and are doing construction. So giving CHEC that land brought them here, and it opened the floodgates for all of, or a lot of this development that's going on. You have local contractors that do buildings, etc., and roads, but when it comes down to roads, it's China Harbour Engineering Company. The local contractors can't manage at this time building a highway like what we just drove on. But in terms of buildings now, a lot of local contractors are doing well. And a lot more Chinese contractors, development companies have come to Jamaica because China Harbour Engineering Company basically opened the gates. So it was an excellent deal when it was done back then. Wow, why do people drive like that? I'll never understand. It was a good deal back then, because remember, the entire North Coast is being developed now. Mega hotels. But back then, it wasn't like that. We didn't have these billion-dollar investments in Jamaica. All these hotels you see going up, that wasn't being done. So basically, you could say maybe that deal is what sparked all of this development that you see going on now. I don't know, but it definitely brought China Harbour Engineering Company to Jamaica, and that has changed the construction landscape in Jamaica, and it has changed the building of roads in Jamaica. So I think it was an excellent deal for Jamaica. Now, the way the deal was executed brought up even more investigations and more discussion, but we'll talk about that in another video. So guys, let us know what you think. Do you think that deal was good for Jamaica in that it brought CHEC to Jamaica? Do you think Jamaica benefited? Do you think it was a bad deal? Leave your comments in the section below. Alright guys, have a good day.